from the east meets the man from the west.
Hello, I Come Aziz again and again and again and again. I have a lot of things to say, Oh, I like you guys, so that's why I want to come down and try to help you guys. You're my buddies, Actually, you're like my brothers and sisters. I know I'm an alien and I come from somewhere else, but that doesn't matter. We're all one. Anyway, so also, do you realize that your spirit is like a little prick of light inside your body? Just the other day, though, you guys don't like to speak about your spirits very much. I beamed myself down the other day. Here, the same place at the beach, and you guys were not there. But there was a couple walking by. And I started talking to the man about his spirit. And he got very mad at me. And why he's getting mad at me, Come Aziz? I just want to talk about his spirit. The only thing I said was, do you know that you're a little blick inside? Hey, why should he get mad? I don't understand. Anyway, I do my best, I love you guys. Alright. Hey, let's talk about God. Yep, let's talk about God. I want to talk about the Creator. Is he fair or is he not fair? Sometimes, lots of us, we will look up and we go, hey, you should not allow this thing. Why did you let that happen to me? Why this? Why that? We point the finger up at God and he must be poked everywhere by now, But seriously, I would point the fingers at a lot of people around me, not God, right? Because I think fairness is in our hands, not in God's hands. I'll tell you why. Because God, what he did is he gave us the ultimate gift, the gift of life. He created it, the whole thing. And the second gift that came with that was the complete freedom. Freedom is a God-given gift. And it's the only way a fair God could act. Because if we didn't have ultimate freedom, we would all be puppets. This creation, all this would not happen. So, God is the ultimate fairness with everything. He doesn't take anybody's sides. For instance, if you go to war and everybody's going, yes, God is on our side, and the other side is going, yeah, God is on our side, and whoever wins goes, see, I told you God was on my side. It doesn't work that way. God was on everybody's side. And we are the ones that are doing all this mishmash. You know what I'm saying? So, let's look at being evolved. What is being evolved? On a universal scale. Universal scale being God's view. God being one, God being everything. So that means that his view is a view of oneness. So if we see ourselves as separation, then we are in illusion, because we are not seeing clearly. Because clarity, full clarity is God. God is everything. So why don't we see everything, or us as oneness and all that? We create ourselves compartmentalizations of our love, of our acceptance of things and stuff like that. Like for instance, on the earth, you see yourselves as earthlings. And you see I Come Aziz as an extraterrestrial. Oh boy, no. It's all the same thing. It's all spirits living in matter. It doesn't matter which planet you started your little physical world thing, So, how do you fix this? Again, the secret, it's not a secret. It's unconditional love. Unconditional. Uncompartmentalized. Meaning love for everything. And you know what? When you start loving everything unconditionally, you're loving every single part of yourself, because you're an image of the whole thing. And when you don't love everything of yourself, that's when unbalances start happening in your body. So it's even a healing process. God, in its Infinite wisdom is showing us that unconditional love is the way to heal yourself as well and to balance yourself, to become sane. Insane is unbalanced. Sane is balanced. For that you need wisdom, which you can learn through your earthly lives and stuff like that. Alright. If you feel love, you don't feel like you feel like you belong, you don't feel like you're separated. And this brings the feeling of oneness. But if you don't feel love, then you feel separated, definitely. So there's the secret right there. Right? So we can appreciate this kind of philosophy, the ultimate fair one, meaning we are all his and he's not going to take from one before the other. So no more pointing fingers at God being fair, not fair, come on, you should do that, why do you accept that, stuff like that. Fairness is on our hands. For example, being fair to the animals on the planet, that's in our hands. We can stop eating so much meat and stuff like that. We could start seeing them as loving sentient beings just like us. I mean, if you are evolved, well then let's talk being evolved. Why would you eat something else that's alive like you? You're robbing the chance of life for that thing. That's not fair. Another thing is when you're walking around, you see somebody on the street and he has no home, nothing, and he's all depressed and he's drinking, and you go, oh, he's a drinker. There may be the fairness that's been created around him, the unfairness I should say, that is created around him has made him end up on the streets, and maybe that made him drink, So try to be fair, do some fairness to this person. I mean, little steps. I know it's a big mishmash on the planet right now, but at least try to help the person and realize that it's not a question of evolution and somebody's a bottom feeder and you're on the top of the food chain and stuff like that. We're not talking about a jungle here. We're talking about evolved loving beings. So its fairness is in our hands. That's one thing. So even us coming from other planet, we look down on the earth and we're very concerned about the fairness that's going on there, because we understand this concept of fairness. We are fair with individuals, we are fair with other planets, we are fair with other solar systems or even galaxies, because we understand it's in our hands to be fair. Of course they have to be fair with us too. And that's it. Now I want to talk about something I heard two people talk about the other day. One man was talking to the other man, he was saying, oh, it's going to be fantastic, you'll see, when we're going to be in heaven, we're going to be in the clouds and there's going to be angels playing the harp and singing and stuff like that, and God's going to be watching over us, and then he's going to be busy down there on earth there punishing all the ungrateful people and stuff like that, and he's going to send them to some evil place there where they're going to burn forever and stuff. And up there, wow, that would be a very nice simulation for my holodeck on my ship. So I'd like to punch that overbearing God and all that situation in there, and we can look at it. Would you like that? Alright, so let's go up to my ship and I'm going to fire up the holodeck system and we can look at that. Alright, let's go. Hey, I'm over here. Oh, sorry. Ambient lights on. Now you can see me. Well, welcome to my ship. This is a small exploration ship. It's a ship for one individual. Sometimes you get bored, so we equip it with a holodeck simulation thing. So That way I could punch in little worlds and stuff like that, and I never get bored, you know. So let's use this holodeck system today to take a look at that world we were talking about. The world with the overbearing God watching his children in heaven, in the clouds with all those angels playing the harp and stuff like that. Alright? So let's get started. Plasma conduits on. Panel control. They're punching in all this stuff there in the panel control. Alright. Holodeck grid. Alright, let me get started here. It's gonna get hectic maybe, who knows. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Hey! I like this place. It's nice and fluffy and everything, and the angels are singing everywhere, playing the harp, and it's very beautiful here. I really like what you've done to the place. Okay, very nice. Very nice. But it's a bit moist. Do you think it's going to be very good for people with arthritis? Oh, all this harp playing. It's getting to me a little bit. Do you have another channel or another instrument the angels could be playing? God, you should make more activities up here. I don't know, some fun stuff for like games and mind puzzles.
Ungrateful!
Safety protocol 144,000 emergency blackout.
Oh goodness. Whew. My ship beamed me to the last location that I was. That's a good thing. I don't know where that ship was going to beam me out. It's an emergency beaming. You just beam anywhere there. But I got lucky. Anyway, I gotta go back up there and turn that holodeck off before that god goes crazy over in my ship there. So, wish me luck. I'm gonna go back up there. And it was very nice seeing you guys again. We love you very, very much. Don't forget that, alright? And please stay tuned. We'll be back for more messages, alright?